Yo, how's it going? Good to see you all. Hey, dear. Lovely to see you. Michael, first in the comments. Great work. Amy, second. Nice. I can't actually see anyone else's comments yet. Donna, we've got you in the house. Woohoo! Steve, nice to see you, mate. Hope everyone is doing well. And yeah. So I'm really looking forward to tonight's show. We've got Lands with us, George, who's extremely talented. Looking forward to what he's going to be playing tonight. He sounded ace in sound check. So yeah, just get that off there. So yeah, what's going on in the comments? What we got? Now then, Craig, how you doing? Good to see you, mate. Thanks for calling back. Maggie, hope you and Steve are doing well. No doubt he'll be out phantom gardening somewhere. Amy, yes, I have listened to the first track. I popped it on the other day. It sounds great. I really want to properly sit down and listen to the whole. Is it an EP? I don't know. You've put out a few songs on SoundCloud, so I want to give it some real attention. But what I've heard so far sounds great. So good work. Now then, Trisha, how you doing, Dawn? Right, guys, I owe everyone an apology. So anyone that's pre-ordered a solo choir t-shirt, it will happen. It'll happen. I've just not had a chance to get it sorted. So forgive me. I appreciate everyone that's pre-ordered it. I'm gonna get it sorted. Seems to be a regular thing for me, but I'm working on it. I promise. Now then, the Copes are in the house. Good to see you all, both. I hope you're well. What's everyone been up to anyways? Keeping busy? Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to put that on there. Keeping busy during lockdown? Or, well, kind of coming out of lockdown now, so I guess people are socializing and a little bit more than usual and going to restaurants and pubs and stuff. Has anyone been doing much of that? I've yet to go to a pub, so not yet. So, Amy, is the SoundCloud link public yet? Are you planning on advertising it? Are you planning on putting it out? Because usually people use SoundCloud to sort of showcase and kind of put the songs out so you can come up with ideas between different parties and stuff. So obviously you, Dave, and Joe are working on it, and now you're sending it to other people. It's just a good little platform to be able to use to send the mixes around. You've been swimming. Nice. Mainly buying tickets. Still been a ball. Yeah, me too. One thing I know, when the lights go down, they all go. Your young sounds turn to echoes. And I've been told there's no shortcut, your vision is a long road. Will you stay? Will you go? I'm hoping for a miracle. Oh, oh, hoping for a miracle. Oh, oh, hoping for a miracle. Will you hear me out? And there's just no sense spilling out of my mouth. I see my colors when I'm faded out. Oh, 'Cause when I'm down, I'm just too down to do anything about it. Can you lift me up? Can you lift me up? I've been told that you hate when I'm down. God damn it. 'Cause when I'm down, I'm just too down to do anything about it. Can you lift me up? Can you lift me up? 'Cause when I'm low and when I'm lost and I can't find a way around it, can you lift me up? Can you lift me up? 'Cause when I'm down, I'm just too down to do anything about it. Can you lift me up? Can you lift me up? 'Cause when I'm low, when I'm lost and I can't find a way around it, will you lift me up? Will you lift me up? One thing I know, when the lights go down, they all go. Well, hey, thanks, George. That's what happens when you choose not to pick up the guitar throughout the week. Anyway, we got through there. We got through it. So, as I say, I've got George, who is also more commonly known as Lands. I don't know if it's commonly known as. I think he's probably more commonly known as George. But anyways. But yeah, it's going to be a good one tonight. I'm looking forward to it. In fact, I might just jump right into it if he's ready, and we'll just crack a lack and we'll catch up and see how things have been going. Yeah, let's go. Yo,
hey man,
how's it going? Good to see you again.
Yeah, not too bad. Good to see you, man. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a whole 5 minutes since sound check. No, but in general, it has been quite a while. To be honest.
I think
You've
it was
been
the
keeping
first
busy. I've been
lockdown
following
we,
you on social media and stuff like that. You've been keeping very busy, and it's great to see you creating and putting new music out, and you know, just generally doing your thing. How are you finding it all? Because we did this during I don't know if it was the first lockdown you came on here. So a lot have happened in between that time. So you've been keeping
I think
busy.
it may have been the first lockdown. The first lockdown was more unproductive than what the later ones have been.
You kind of get into a
that,
rhythm, don't you?
yeah, I kind of didn't know what to do myself the first time, and then since then, like I've just been super busy, like producing and recording and writing new tracks, and putting like plans in place for what I'm going to do with Lands.
Very cool.
I've got a lot that I'm planning to release this year and into next year as well. Lots of stuff ready, getting stuff ready now, so it's looking good.
So are you kind of like sort of hoarding and sitting on a load of ideas and getting it ready, or are you just sort of going with the flow, or have you been like working on loads of stuff to get that to a position where you can sort of drip feed it out?
Yeah, I mean, I used to sort of just do it at a time and just go one route at a time. But since the first lockdown and since I was in the band I was in, Leodis, I kind of took a little bit of a hiatus from Lands, but in the background, been writing songs. I've got, I think I've got about 120 songs.
Come off it.
Yeah, literally, genuinely, I've got about 120 songs, and
What?
not all to get released, obviously, but
That's
like,
insane.
I've got about in that 120, I've got about 8 that I'm like solid, like happy with, like definitely with that day. So I'm just planning like in what order I want things to come out. I'm also like trying to plan like I love like these sort of DIY artists where they do everything themselves, like, all their creativity, everything, it's all them. So I've been trying to record some of my own music videos, lyric videos,
Nice.
basically just doing it all myself. So yeah, I'll get into grips with that and getting a plan ahead and just planning on releasing loads of stuff.
That's so cool. And what you have put out so far is, I'm genuinely a fan of what you've been putting out. I really like, I do like trying to champion what you do, but you've always done like, you've always been you know, up there in the musicians on the in the local scene kind of thing. I've always sort of thought there's something about this, something about your voice and something about your songwriting skills. And you know, I'm genuinely, I am a fan, mate. So but I love the fact that you're doing a bit of collaboration and stuff as well. Like you've had features and stuff on your songs and whatnot. I think it's pretty cool.
I mean, the latest release I just put out, I put out an EP with another artist called Medusa, and she, honestly, like one of the greatest like upcoming young talents. Like she's like,
how did that come about then?
She's definitely going to be famous. I've known her for about, I'd say, 3 years, and we've done 2 songs before. We put them on SoundCloud. One's on Spotify now, but originally we just posted them on SoundCloud, and we got a really good reception from it. And we kind of didn't work together then after that for a little while, and then we were planning to write before lockdown, and then obviously lockdown happened. She's also from Greece.
Oh, really?
She does go to Leeds College of Music, but originally she was family are all from there. So she went back to Greece, and I'm like, right, okay, so that plan's like up in the air, like didn't know what we were doing, but we managed to get it all done, and it's all out. It all came out.
It's amazing.
Blurry, available everywhere, cheap plug, but there it is.
There you go. No, get in there, mate. Absolutely. I love the whole the vibe and the artwork and everything. Is that all you're doing as well at this stage, or are you still sort of like coming to grips with that as well?
Yeah, the artwork and stuff for all that we kind of did ourselves.
Sick.
It's not like I'm not willing to work with other people to do artwork and videos and stuff like that. Like I definitely am. But at the minute, I'm just lining stuff up myself, and it comes really.
Well, we kind of briefly during soundcheck, we did kind of briefly talk about the Lone Ranger kind of thing about being a solo artist, being able to kind of cross all the T's and dot the I's, and be a bit more efficient and stuff, like without having to go through, you know, a number of channels to get a final say or an opinion on something. And I think credit to you, mate, like to be able to dive right in and get your hands dirty in all aspects, not just writing music. It's part of the fun. It's part of being creative. I would highly recommend it to anybody, kind of thing that's trying to pursue music anyways.
Yeah, I mean,
because there's a lot to learn.
I've sort of like, I wanted to do that for ages. There's loads of different artists that I've seen, like where they do pretty much all their own stuff, or they direct their own music videos, and they've got like very in everything they do. And I've just always been like, well, I don't have the equipment, I don't have this, that, and the other that I need to do that.
Yeah.
But really, you don't actually need all that. Like, so you just use whatever you got and just make it as good as you possibly can. And then eventually, over time, the better you get at it, the more gear you'll just acquire over time, and you'll just. So at the moment, like I'm at a very basic stage of doing it myself, mainly on my iPhone, with videos and stuff like that. But
I mean, I've got a DSLR Canon camera, but I bet the iPhone phone camera is better than that.
Yeah, the iPhone cameras these days are like,
they're insane.
Good enough, to be honest. Like
man.
they shoot in YouTube's now in like 116p or something like that, and they're shooting that. Yeah. So it's good enough anyway.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. But yeah, that's cool. Credit to you, man. I think that's the best thing about being a musician at this stage is everything's at our fingertips. You know, we're able to get our music out to the world at the click of a button. And why not back that up with cool imagery, cool artwork, things that, you know, resonate with you, because that's all part of the package. When we look at a band, our favorite bands, like we look at the artwork, we look at the cover, the photos, all that sort of stuff, and we've got an eye for it. We've got a vision for it. Why not give it a go?
Yeah, I
think
mean,
fair play.
when the time comes to do it, I'll definitely be in contact because your merch is looking really fresh, mate.
Thank you.
Like, that's one
Nice
thing.
cheeky little
Like,
plug there. You can get that at Assembly Points Big Cartel. Thank you.
that's one thing. Like on top of the music, like the merch and stuff that you make is like really really cool. Like, really
Thanks,
good at
dude.
it.
I appreciate that. Cheers. Lots of it is just trial and error, and I think that's the not being afraid to make a few mistakes along the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I say, it's cool that you're doing a bit of collaboration and you've got loads of music lined up and stuff. How do you sort of go about playing these songs? Obviously, I heard you during soundcheck and stuff, but are they primarily written acoustically first and then produced up and then get them to like the Lands sound? Because I love the kind of the very produced sort of, there's like loads of trippy elements and there's also like loads of percussive elements and all sorts of like vocal hooks and tricks and all sorts of stuff. But generally, is it written as a bare bones song and then turned into that sound?
Well, generally, like my sort of process is I produce it as I write it.
Oh, do you?
So I hop onto the computer and I start writing the track. Like I'll find like a guitar or a synth or something like that. I'll layer it in with some drums, some bass, create like a loop where it just goes round and round. I'll walk around this room here and just like try and think of a hook or a melody or something like that, and then kind of just it goes from there really.
Sweet.
Because I used to just write songs like from my guitar and then put it onto the computer, and
Yeah.
I found that I couldn't get that sound of just me and a guitar out of my head. If you know
Yeah.
what I mean.
Yeah,
So I couldn't
totally know what you mean.
get it to sound like the production. Because I still had that sound in my head of the guitar and just a voice, like acoustic. Whereas when I do it like this, it's like it really takes its own form, really.
So essentially, then do you transpose it into an acoustic song for occasions like this?
Yeah, but for occasions like this, I've had to. It's almost like you relearn your songs. Like you have to learn.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm not used to playing them like this, but in the future, once gigs are fully back and up and running, I am hoping to gig it properly in a venue, like with a guitarist, with a drummer, like a band, and actually do it live.
Sweet.
I'm really excited for doing that, but obviously,
Yeah.
it take time for that to come around. But hopefully, not too long. We'll get something up and running.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Well, I think, should we get a tune from you? Are you ready to maybe play a song? And we'll sort of get the first one done, and then we'll do these couple of little segments I was talking about in the show. And then we'll just sort of we'll talk further maybe about a little bit more about live shows, because I'd love to hear about how you're going to go about doing the live shows and stuff. So
yeah, cool.
But yeah, until then, should we get a tune from you?
Sound, yeah, I'll play a tune now.
Sweet. What are you planning on doing today for us?
I'm going to do 3 original tracks, 2 of which are off the EP that I've just released last month, and then I'll do one little cover at the end. If that's
Nice.
okay.
Nice one. Absolutely, mate. Right, let's take it away. Yeah, if anyone's new here, by the way, and you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit thumbs up, and yeah, enjoy.
This one I'm going to play is called Antisocial. It's off the EP, the last track on the EP, and the producer is going to drop a version of this Friday on Instagram, Facebook, and everywhere. So look out for that. You can call it antisocial, but I'm not. No, I don't want all these emotions. No, it's kind of me. I change myself for anybody else. A little space to be alone. That's the way I like to be. Alone in my mind, you're just myself and me. Fuck what you think about me, cause I don't think about anybody. I'ma take your hands if I want to. I'ma face your shady and mine's the ones who I don't give a damn. I'ma do myself so much. You can call it antisocial, but ooh, you can call it antisocial. Oh, nah, nah. Oh, nah, nah. People tell me I'm not normal, like I. My foot pressed on the throttle and I can't stop. And this bottle makes me more. Drink till I drop, drink till I drop. I've just been searching for a way that I can feel again. I've tried drinking, soaring and drugs, but they don't feel the same. I've tried talking to my parents, but they don't know the pain. Am I stupid, overthinking, driving myself insane? Nah, you can call it antisocial, but oh nah, nah, oh nah, nah. Oh, nah, nah. You can call it social, but oh, nah, nah. Oh, nah, nah. Nah, nah. You can call it antisocial, but oh, nah. Oh, nah, nah. Oh, nah, nah. You can call it antisocial, but oh, nah, nah. Oh, nah, nah. Thank you very much,
Yeah,
everybody.
boy.
Cheers.
Nice work, mate. Your voice is on form.
Thank you,
Getting
man.
some love in the
Cheers.
comments.
It's been
Sounding
it's
good.
definitely
It's
not
what?
gig ready, this voice yet. It's definitely not battle hardened just yet.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? It's easy to sit in front of a computer and just sort of do a few takes and comp it down and not actually give it the,
Yeah,
you know, the gusto that it deserves when you're performing live. Because I remember seeing it at the O2 Academy, and did I ever send you that video? Do you remember I mentioned to you about the video?
yeah.
I loved it. Absolutely wicked. Like,
Watch it for me. I can't watch it.
I
I'm
can't.
just like, ah.
Oh mate, it's sick. I think you had the crowd in the palm of your hand, and like yeah, the whole band was great. I really enjoyed I've always liked everything, as I say. Like Bliss was brilliant. I really enjoyed that project. In fact, there was a comment about Leodus, and we kind of briefly talked about it. Someone was asking if it. I say someone. Dawn was asking if it's not going anymore because of the way you kind of said used to, or
Yeah.
you kind of.
Well, Theodis is it's not going anymore, unfortunately. Through the first lockdown.
Sorry,
Yeah.
that was me. Just a
Violin
small violin.
Yeah, during the first lockdown, we were just kind of all a bit lethargic with it, I guess.
Yeah.
We kind of didn't know what to do because obviously I was taken away, and that was part of what we did and what we really loved about that band.
Yeah.
And we've all split off though. We're all like good friends still. We all stay in touch and we all still work together.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've all gone on to do our own things musically. So the lead singer Archie, he's planning some of his own solo stuff now. I'm doing my own solo stuff, and the drummers moving to like vocals and guitar
Oh,
and doing
nice.
some of his stuff as well, which is good. And our guitarist, I think he's still at college, at uni. Sorry, so focusing on that. But yeah, it's sad,
Kind of
but
ran
it's
its
like
course, but yeah, I think.
yeah,
But the idea that's kind of why I was in jest. I was doing the little violin thing because we kind of briefly talked about. I wasn't trying to genuinely take the piss, but
yeah, no,
you know, we kind of briefly talked about how you're still connected and you're still willing to collaborate and work together and stuff. And I think I think it's cool that you're able to just power through and put each other first, you know, for a second, and kind of like the fact that you were there was a window of time where you're still working on land stuff, and now you're able to sort of get ready to put that
Yeah,
out. You
yeah.
know, there was
I
always
feel like
Go
I
ahead,
feel
sorry.
like if Leo didn't sort of run its course, I
That's
may
yeah.
not have been able to be in this position right now.
It's exactly kind of where I was going to go with it. Yeah, that's the vibe that I'm getting from it. Is it from a potentially like difficult decision made from all members of the band has opened up opportunity for you and
Yeah,
the others in other ways. So we've kind of got to you've got to move forward with it. It's similar, as I said to you before. It's very similar to like City of Lights and stuff. That
yeah,
kind of ran its course. We put absolutely everything into it. It's not that we don't love the band and we don't want to do it, kind of thing. It became more complicated than it needed to be. So
yeah. Well, I
yeah,
look back on what we did while we were together, and like I'm super happy we put out everything we did and everything we achieved.
yeah,
We achieved quite a lot in a short amount of time, really.
yeah,
A lot more than I did in my first band. So it's all progression. So,
absolutely,
I can take myself further, and we can all take ourselves further in a
yeah,
solo career, and all help each
yeah,
other in ways.
absolutely, man. I quite agree, definitely. So as I mentioned to you before as well, there's a couple of little segments to the show. I want to do something called Top Song. So yeah, I'm just going to roll a quick intro and then we'll jump right
Oh,
in.
you got an intro.
Your top song on Spotify is IFHU, and essentially what this section of the show is about is for you to maybe tell a bit of a story about the song, whether it be something funny or something that really like rings true with you, with like the how you wrote it, or you know, anything, the recording process. It could be anything. The sky is the limit. And essentially, I want to try and encourage people to go check it out for themselves on Spotify, and obviously, yeah, give it a couple of spins and show some love and stuff, because it's obviously getting some decent traction already. It's had over 15,000 plays, which is amazing. It's quite a new song as well, isn't it? So
Thank you, man.
we'll work on that.
Yeah.
So let's hear it. What have you got?
With that song, I mean, IFHU stands for I effing hate you. So it's basically a song about if there's anybody in your life that has ever done you wrong, and you're just like, you know what, like I've had enough of trying to please you, of trying to like be something in your life. Like I'm done, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which a lot of the music I write is sort of, I try and aim to be like quite empowering, quite like if someone's in a shitty situation, either with a relationship or a friendship or whatever, like it's okay to, if you need to, cut toxic people out of your life. Like you
Yeah.
don't have to be this kind, loving person that gets taken advantage of by these, you know, not so great people.
Yeah.
And that song is basically about that. Production wise, in that song, was the simplest on the EP, really. The other tracks in the EP were all quite complex and took a while to get bang on, and that was the song that we got the fastest. Like, all there is in it really is guitar, some drums, and some bass, and that's it, and some vocals.
Very cool.
We decided pretty quickly, as soon as we'd done that one, I think that was the last song that we'd written as part of the EP, and we decided pretty quickly, like, that is going to be the single from the EP. And yeah, we put that as a single. It did pretty well. We got some decent amount of pre-saves on Spotify. Brilliant. And yeah, it's doing well. I'm happy with how it's doing at the minute.
That's the thing, is it's just going to be a gradual thing now. You know, obviously, the initial run up to a release is the most important time to encourage people to pre-save and like listen to it within that short window of time, that kind of thing. But it's there now. It's out in the world. It's going to be, whether it's a slow burner or it gets picked up. But like, I just feel like there's, you know, you've got some really great content out there, and that that song just screams volumes in like your vibe, your style, that kind of thing. And I think it was a really cool idea to put that one out first.
Yeah, I feel like the songs I'd put out before are quite different to the ones I'm putting out now and the ones I'm planning on putting out in the future. The ones before were a bit more sort of light kind of thing. I'd say Lands light.
Nice.
But like now it's kind of like, because I'd written some of those kind of songs before, but I was kind of a little bit not scared to put them out, but like I was just sort of, are people going to dig this? Are they going to like this kind of vibe, or shall I play it safe? And I kind of played it safe a little bit.
Yeah.
But now I'm kind of just ready to, I'm happy with these songs. If people like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. So I'm just going to put it out and just see what happens.
I think that's mega. I think that works a treat. Obviously, we're planning on trying to get 4 songs out of you tonight, which is very, it's great for us that we'll get to hear so much music from you. So I think we'll jump right into. Are you planning on playing that song?
Yeah, I'll play that one
IFHU.
now. IFHU.
Brilliant, great. So I'll be interested to see how the acoustic version resonates as well. This should be interesting.
So lie.
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be good. All right, man. I'll hand you over. Enjoy.
Cool. I'm so gone, faded as fuck. I hate everybody at this party, it sucks. And I hate their guts, can take this love and bury it with every broken heart. You suck. I really, really hate how much I care. It's got a little more than I can bear. I hate this love, it's fucking me up. I bet you're happy all your friends praise you, but I fucking hate you. I'm sorry, but you're not as cool as you think you are. I laugh at the way you walk around like you're a movie star. Getting solid sixes chasing you ain't really that hard. If you want people that like you, stop going around leaving scars. It's time that you took a little dose of the truth. The truth is, no one's ever gonna love you for you. Cause who is gonna love a girl that's reckless and rude and ruthless? Don't care if she break your heart into two. If you care, then how the hell can you be so cruel? Don't you dare ever try to take me for a fool. Cause I'll bet that no one thinks your fakeness is cute. I won't let you fuck with my head. I'm so bored, faded as fuck. I hate everybody at this party, it sucks. And I hate your guts. You can take this love and bury it with every broken heart you took. I really, really hate how much I care. It's got a little more than I can bear. Hate this love, it's fucking me up. Bet you're happy all your friends praise you, but I fucking hate you. Fuck it, I'ma lay it out and tell everybody the truth. You don't give a damn unless there's something in it for you. They know you like you're the sweet little shy type. No one knows how easy you is like suicide. This love got me feeling like an experiment. The way you catch me, then let me fall back down again. Hurt you, break me in half, then blame it all on me. Never knew someone could be so fucking arrogant. How could you be so rough when all I did was love you too much, still wasn't enough? Now I got my shit together, I know what's up. Got that chasing zeros while I'm the 10 that you lost. And I'm so gone, faded as fuck. I hate everybody at this party, it sucks. I hate your guts. You can take this love and bury it with every broken heart you took. I really, really hate how much I care. It's got a little more than I can bear. I hate this love, it's fucking me up. I bet you're happy all your friends praise you, but I fucking hate you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Nice work, mate. Love it. How's the is there a radio edit version? Have you uploaded that to BBC Introducing?
Yeah, yeah, there is
Have
a
you?
radio edit version.
Oh, is there?
It's been spun on radio a couple of times now, actually.
Oh, nice.
Which I'm quite happy with. But yeah, I bet you can imagine it's just a bit like beep, beep, beep all the time. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, what have you replaced it or just silenced it?
I've done it. I've just sort of tried to come up with creative ways to get around it. So I've either
Okay.
changed the word or done different things.
Nice.
So if you ever hear it on radio, then you'll get to hear it. But we probably won't put it anywhere else. But yeah.
Interesting. Very cool. No, it's a tune, mate, and I think it works really well acoustically as well. Very catchy, mate. Yeah,
Thank
it's
you, man.
good. So what have you what else have you got lined up then? If you're planning on putting out some more music and stuff, have you got like a game plan, or are you just sort of winging it at this stage?
At the minute, as I say,
When is the next thing?
I've got about 8 songs or something in the background that I'm really happy with and are in a finished state, ready to be put out. I kind of know roughly like what order I want to release them in.
Yeah.
But I am planning to release the next song probably in the next couple of months. I'm just taking it a bit at a time, really, at the moment. I'm going to play that one actually next.
Nice.
So you get to hear it. But
Cool.
I've shot a music video for that. That's all done. There's
Did
an
you do that
acoustic
yourself or?
version. Yeah. So
Sweet.
basically, funny story. Like my little brother he's only 14, and he's trying to get into like photography and videography and stuff at school. He's still in school.
Yeah.
And I kind of use him as my little guinea pig. So he stands there with the camera and films. And I'll tell you what, he's actually a really good photographer as well. Like,
Nice.
I'm proud of him. He's going to do well.
He's got an
But,
eye. Nice.
yeah, he's
That's
definitely
wicked.
got an eye. So
That's
yeah,
cool.
he's been filming me, and then I've just been editing it together.
So is he teaching you everything on TikTok? Would you say he's a little bit more clued up with the new social media platforms, or are you
Yeah,
taking over now? Are you like the TikToker?
I mean,
If that's
generally,
a
if
thing.
I put something out on TikTok or Instagram or whatever, and he messages me saying that's not funny, that's cringe, that's not good, I'll be like, okay.
Well, that's ow, my feelings. You're like, "Ugh." I put all my effort into that. And he's
Yeah.
like, nope, that's not right.
I feel like if you use TikTok too much, it's a dangerous platform. You can end
Oh,
up putting out
absolutely.
something and just being like, oh god, that's
Yeah.
cringe.
Do you know what I
But
realized as well? And I don't know if I've not noticed it on any other platform, but and I might be wrong, but TikTok knocks off the top of your the time on your phone. So
right,
sometimes I can
yeah,
find myself scrolling and I don't know, 4 days go by and I'm still
yeah,
scrolling. Like
it's all
it's
done on purpose.
so addictive. Like,
It's
and there's
all
so
done
much
to make
great
you lose
content on
time.
there. There's great stuff on there.
Yeah,
It is a matter of time until you blow up because you are hitting the mark every time. Like, the algorithm's a bit of a tough one to crack once you get
yeah,
it, but like consistency is key. I mean, this coming from a guy who doesn't put any content out at this stage. Like, I've just stopped putting stuff out for some reason, but I know what you need to do. Like, put consistent content out, and what you are putting out is consistent and quality. So you're hitting the nail on the head. And yeah, it is literally only a matter of time, I'd say, until you blow up.
thanks, man. I'm trying to keep it consistent, but the problem
Yeah,
with TikTok and that algorithm is you have to be posting 2 to 3 videos a day,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I have not got that amount of time on my hands. So
You're kind of chasing it a little, aren't you?
yeah,
You've got to be like, right, what am I going to post? Like, but I think like anything similar to your music and stuff, you'll get ahead of the curve with it, and um, it all kind of ties into each other, and you'll be able to like. What I'm finding as well is people are saying like you break down a piece of content across all platforms as opposed to it just being like I'm gonna put something specific for Instagram or something
yeah,
specific for Facebook or TikTok. It's like one piece that's split up across
yeah,
that works on all platforms, kind of thing.
yeah.
So, but yeah, and now you've got
I
your
think generally as
videographer.
well. I think generally as well, like with TikTok and Instagram and anything like that, TikTok's kind of like a place where there's no like you don't have to appear like oh this mysterious awesome artist or whatever. Like you don't have
Yeah,
to appear as anything. You can just put out stupid silly videos,
yeah,
and
yeah,
it's kind of it's cool for that because like Instagram can be a place, especially for me, like where I overanalyze what I put out and what's on my feed and stuff and how it all looks.
Yeah.
Whereas TikTok's just, you don't have to care about it, which is nice.
Yeah. And like it took me a while to bite the bullet and move over to TikTok, and actually even as a consumer to go, like, I was like, I don't need that. Instagram's fine, you know. But it was Amy that said, like, Instagram's great and everything, but like she just said that there's so much quality content on there that it's just entertaining all of the time. And now I find myself like tagging her in loads of funny videos and like, you know, showing her like life hacks and all that sort of stuff. And like the algorithm's so to my point now, you know, like obviously you like certain things. So I literally just get like production hacks, life hacks, and like just random comedy sketches and stuff.
See, I thought all TikTok was before was just like cringy sort of dances and stuff like that. That's it, so I was like, that's not for me. I don't want anything to do with that. But you realise there's more to it than that. But yeah.
You mean you're not going to break out your dance moves on TikTok? Is that what you're saying?
No. Well, I mean,
is that yet to come?
Check my latest TikTok I put up, and I do a little bit of dancing.
Oh dear!
In a jokey way. It's in a jokey way.
Yeah,
it's taking the piss really, but
no, I bet it's your best moves. I'll be checking that out later. That's funny. Nice, very good. Yes, Amy, I will eventually get round to putting TikTok up, and I constantly say I'll do it, and I just never do, and I will eventually. But yeah, so let's do this quick fire round, and then we'll jump into the sort of, because I know we obviously normally would do 3 songs, but I really want to hear you cover as well, especially after hearing you doing it during soundcheck. So let's cram that in. But let's do this quick fire round and see what happens. Good luck.
I'm so bad at these.
You'll be fine. Honestly, it's not a quick fire round. I end up talking too much. That's my problem. Right, here we go. There you go. My intro. Do you believe in ghosts?
I believe in something. I don't think ghosts. I think like, you know, like the little orbs and the little sort of spirits or something. I believe it's there. I don't think it can have a massive impact on real life though.
Fair enough. Do you have any pets?
I have 3 dogs. Yeah. A little Frenchie called Winston, a little King Charles called Oscar, and a little Springer called Pippa.
Fair play. The last song you ever streamed?
Last song I ever streamed, probably Karma by Modson.
He's wicked. I really like his stuff.
His new album's
he's
great.
So interesting as well. Like he is like a pop star, isn't he? Well, pop rock star kind of thing.
Without a doubt. Like he's got the look for it anyway.
Yeah, his image, everything is cool as I hope, man. And like, not because he's a drummer, really, isn't he?
Yeah, he drummed on this whole album, which I think is really cool.
And like one of his latest videos, the first video that I saw from him was the one where he's skating through that city, and he's drumming, and he's like proper like playing.
That's that song.
Is it?
Yeah.
What a banger, man! Absolutely. And he's just released a song with Avril Lavigne, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's dating her as well, you know.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Fair play. Oh, well, we get all the juicy gossip on this show. Nice. Invisibility or super strength?
Invisibility.
Do you have any tattoos?
No, but I definitely want some. And my dad does not want me to get any. But I'm doing it anyway.
You're your own person. I mean, I don't condone it because I'm totally against tattoos. I'm only kidding. Do you have any piercings?
No, I'm not too fussed for piercings though.
Fair enough. What was the last song you ever downloaded?
Downloaded? I don't really download songs, to be honest. I mean, I go on Spotify and I listen to them.
Yeah. Well, yeah, as a stream, yeah, it still helps the artist, but
I think
don't answer the question.
The last album I downloaded to my phone was Moral Panic by Nothing But Thieves.
Brilliant. Is that the latest album? Yeah, it is the orange coloured one. Yeah, I bought that CD. I did.
Vinyl, me. I've got it.
Oh, did you?
Nice. Yeah.
Well, I suppose we could have tied that into the next question. What was the last CD you bought? CD or vinyl? What's that?
Not Panic, Nothing But Thieves.
Yeah, there we
Oh,
go.
in fact, that wasn't the last one I got, actually.
All right.
The last one I got was the Benz Radiohead. I just got it because
Alright.
it's a classic album, really. I love that album.
And I've just been told off because it was actually Amy that bought the album with probably my money. I say that as if I have money. I have no money. She's the breadwinner, or whatever the word is. What else we got? Fill in the blank. Taylor Swift is...
Shit.
Do you respect Kanye West?
I think he's a bit of a lunatic, but you can't deny, like, whenever he says something, people listen. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
He's come out with some absolute rubbish, but people listen to him. So there's something to be said for that, I think.
Yeah. He's definitely like some form of icon, like in that sense. You can't help but look at and hear and work out what he's trying to do. He's pretty mad, isn't he? It's good. Instagram or Facebook? Instagram or TikTok?
Instagram still, I think.
Really?
At the moment.
For the moment. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Well, is that Instagram or TikTok as like putting out content? You prefer Instagram or like as a consumer, as in like you enjoy?
I think both, really. I think Instagram, I'm more like, I like looking at what my friends are doing, more so like than what random strangers are doing. But like, as well, like Instagram, I've been posting my TikToks on Instagram Reels, and they've been doing better on there than they have on TikTok.
It's because they're trying to take over TikTok. That's why.
Yeah, basically. It's Facebook, because they own Instagram. They want to own everything, don't they? So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We'll have a chip in our hand in no time. Guitar or piano?
Oh, probably guitar. I play guitar the longest.
Right, okay, I'm going to do two more, and everyone's loving your answer about Taylor Swift, by the way. Big festivals or intimate gigs?
Oh, I love both. I couldn't pick one, because like I love coming to like an intimate gig, like, and it's quiet and you can just hear every bit of the music. But there is something about just jumping around in a massive crowd and just like, yeah, having a good time. I don't know. Cool. I'd say both. I couldn't decide.
Favorite song of all time, and then this is the last question. To make it a good one.
Favorite song of all time. I do love. There's a song.
Time's up. Sorry, I'm only joking. My bad. Carry on.
There's a song by Muse called Stockholm Syndrome off the Absolution album, and that is just like I've always, since I was a kid, like I've always.
Is that the one?
Loved that one.
Is that the most iconic one?
That's Plug-in Baby, that one.
Oh, so it is, yeah. I know stuff.
Stockholm Syndrome's like a lot dirtier, a lot heavier.
Oh, is it?
Like, yeah.
Cool.
It's heavy.
I'll check it out. Nice. Sweet. Well, there you go. That's the not so quick fire round that I've put together. So thank you very much for taking part in that.
I did better than I thought.
You got 15 out of 20. Right. Well done.
You love Taylor Swift? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what it is. Don't ever speak badly about her again. Oh, they're kidding. Sweet. Right, let's get a song from you, because we've got 10 minutes left and I want to make sure we get both tunes out of you. Okay. So you're planning on playing another original. This is the potential next release. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, this will be out next, I'd imagine.
Yes, exciting. Right, well, I'll hand you over. Enjoy.
I wash my hands of you, don't wanna see you anymore. I changed my sheets so my bed don't smell like Christian Dior. I threw out all the pictures hanging on my bedroom wall. Erase your number so you'll never call. So sayonara, girl, I'm finished with these stupid games. I'm done with crying, done with fighting, done with all the pain. little thing that made me feel ashamed. To be a ride or die, I guess I'll let you take the reins. And I'll just spend my money just for something cool to do, so you won't even recognize me when I look at you. I think I better get some glasses, that's overdue. I've got no idea what the fuck I saw in you. I'm done screaming, I'm done needing, done wasting my weeks, days and hours. Better believe it, cause I'm leaving, I ain't ever coming back. So sayonara, so sayonara, so sayonara, so sayonara. Get off my line and get a light, I'm tired of all your noise. Sure you can scream and be relieved, but I don't hear your voice. I'm so over you, I know it gets you so annoying, but you're not on my mind. I got like 3 new shiny toys. I'ma pop a bottle, raise a toast and celebrate, cause I ain't down on making any more dumb mistakes. Now that you're out of my life, I'ma keep it that way. But crawl it back to me, why don't you just check my vibe? Believe the hype, for real, cause I'll be out and living my best life. Good inside, got nothing to hide. What a shame for you, cause you were so my type. I'm done screaming, I'm done needing, I'm done wasting my weeks, days, and hours. Better believe it, cause I'm leaving, I ain't ever coming back. So sayonara, so sayonara, so sayonara, so sayonara. Done screaming, done needing, done wasting my weeks, days, and hours. Better believe it, cause I'm leaving, and I ain't never coming back. So sayonara, so sayonara.
Woo! Good work, man. Love it. I'm really interested to hear how that one's gonna turn out, like production wise.
Yeah.
It's a really nice song.
It's very
It's really
different,
nice
but
song.
I do have an acoustic version that I'm going to put out as well, which is more like what I just did.
Cool.
So there's a bit of best of both worlds, really.
Cool. I really enjoyed that. It was really nice, man.
Thanks, man.
Happy days. So the essentially we have one more song from you. Is there anything you sort of want to talk about? Anything you want to plug? Have you got anything coming up? Like what's going on in the world of Lands that people need to know?
In the world of Lands, I mean, I've just released an EP, which I've already mentioned, but go stream that if you haven't already. Go check that out. I'll be releasing a lot of new music for the rest of this year and into next year as well.
Are you going to be doing the same amount of collaboration and stuff? Are you doing collaboration throughout, or is that just kind of a one-off?
I'm kind of I've done the whole EP with Medusa, and then after that, I think it's mainly going to be solo releases. But there is a few features that I've got going on behind the scenes in the works at the minute. So there will be something probably next year, the features, but this year it'll be just solely me. So yeah,
cool. And obviously with like lockdown and stuff, kind of easing a little. Any plans to do any shows? I know you discussed that you're excited to get out there and do get some form of band together and stuff. But have you got anything lined up, or anything that people can sort of look out for?
yeah. I mean, at the
stage?
minute, there's nothing booked in. There's nothing. We've not booked any venues or anything like that.
So have you got a lineup for the band, by the way? Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, you do? Sick.
The lineup will be in my old band, my first band, Bliss. Our drummer Caleb Flood, he'll be the drummer for it.
Nice.
And then our guitarist from Leodis, Amron Thompson, will be on guitar. And
Nice.
then I'll be singing, and then anything else that like synths and stuff like that, we'll just have on a backing track kind of thing,
Cool.
and just play it out like that. But there's nothing booked in as of yet, but we are wanting to get together and like start rehearsing it. Because obviously, like there's a big difference between being behind your computer and trying to get a grip to like all the online stuff, to what there is like when you're actually trying to plan a gig and sell tickets and stuff like that. It's a whole other world. So if I'm going to do it, I want to do it right.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, not any plans at the moment, but definitely in the future there will be some gigs.
Exciting, man. Definitely. I'll definitely be getting tickets to that, because I'd be excited to see how you sort of transpose these songs. But I'd also like to see it in this form as well. I really thoroughly enjoyed hearing them acoustic like this. I think people it lends themselves to it.
I might do that first, to be honest, before I plan any sort of big gigs. I might go around and do some more acoustic ones.
Definitely, yeah.
Like some support slots and stuff.
Yeah, wicked. Happy days. And as for this cover that you're planning on playing tonight, you kind of just threw yourself in a bit of in the deep end. Did you learn this today, or was it recently you've learned it, or?
Well, I heard it today, and I'd not heard this song for a long time. And I just thought, can I learn this in time and get it up to scratch? And I played it, and I got it to a level where I'm happy with it. But it's a song I've not heard for ages. It's called Must Get Out by Maroon 5.
Cool.
It's off the album With This Love and all that stuff.
Great.
So yeah.
Because when you started playing it, I was like, I can't pinpoint who this artist is, and then it made me realise how good Maroon 5 actually are now.
Yeah.
We were kind of discussing about it. We were discussing they're the most underrated, overrated band, or one of the most underrated, overrated bands.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd love to.
2 albums were just like great, but like since then they've gone too commercial, too wet. I don't know.
A little bit vanilla.
Yeah.
Anyway, it is what it is. Each their own. Should we get that from you, and then we'll sort of wrap up the show? We are coming up to the hour now, so I've thoroughly enjoyed hearing your original material, but I'm excited to hear this cover.
Yeah, man. Well, thank you for having me on anyway.
No worries, man. I appreciate you taking
the time.
Break
from whatever I've been doing, basically. Nice to get back to this.
Yeah, I appreciate you taking the time out, man. We'll get this song, and then we'll wrap up the show. And get any final words and stuff. But yeah, happy days. Let's do a bit of Maroon 5.
Waving figure eights and circles round your head. I try to laugh but cry instead. Patiently wait to hear the words you never said. Fumbling through your dresser drawer, got what I was looking for. Trying to guide me in the right direction. Making use of all this time, keeping everything inside. Close my eyes and listen to you cry. I'm lifting you up, I'm letting you down. I'm dancing to north, I'm falling around. I'm not giving up, I'm making your love. This city's making us crazy and we must get out. This is not goodbye, she said. It is just time for me to rest my head. She does not walk, she runs instead. Down these jagged streets and into my bed. When I was fumbling through your dresser drawer, got what I was looking for. Tried to guide me in the right direction. Making use of all this time, saying everything inside. Close my eyes and listen to you cry. Yeah, I'm lifting you up, I'm letting you down. I'm forcing the door, I'm fooling around. I'm not giving up, I'm making your love. This city's made us crazy and we must get out. Oh, oh, yeah. I'm lifting you up, I'm letting you down. I'm dancing to the dawn, I'm falling around. I'm not giving up, I'm making your love. This city's made us crazy and we must get out. Oh, oh, this city's made us crazy and we must get out. Oh, oh, this city's made us crazy and we must get out.
Nice work, mate.
Thank you, man.
Great cover. Pulled it out of the bag there. Nice sneaky fourth song of the evening. Thank you so much for playing your original music and obviously that sneaky cover at the end. Yeah, mate,
Thank you for having me,
I'm
man.
excited to hear what happens in the near future. I'm excited to hear all these new songs that you're planning on putting out. Just keep up the great work. Keep doing your TikToker and whatever else. But yeah, thanks, dude. I appreciate it.
Cheers.
And for people, if they want to sort of check out any future shows, any other events and stuff, or anything that you might be putting out, like regular songs, what is the best platform for them to do that?
Go follow me on Instagram. Go like my page on Facebook. Just
Which
go
is,
do everything. Go do everything. Don't
is it
do
at,
one.
is it at Lands or
At Lands.UK on Instagram.
Brilliant.
Yeah, go check it out.
Brilliant. So yeah, you heard it from him. Go support and follow and subscribe and like and whatever else on at lands.uk. Nice one, dude. Again, thank you so much for taking the time out to chat with us tonight and play your music.
Thank you for having me, man. It's been a pleasure.
Take care of yourself. I'll speak to you soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
See you, bye.
Thank you, guys. That's another Wednesday weekly stream in the bag. I've thoroughly enjoyed that. Lands is George is a legend and he's a great musician, and I'd highly recommend you going to check out his Spotify and other platforms and supporting him where you can, because by the sounds of it, he's going to have some exciting times ahead. He's got lots of songs in the pipeline, which is pretty cool. And he's obviously been very creative and planning on putting out lots of content. So go show him some love, go support him, and do what you can to support the music scene. But yeah, if you are new here, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you haven't already, then please do so, which I've just said. And if you have already, then thank you so much for the continued support. Those of you that are waiting for the pre-ordered t-shirts, by the way, on for Solo Quiet, apologies again. I'm just slack. I'm on it. It will happen. They are on the way soonish. You know what I'm like. I'm on it though. Thank you to whoever just subscribed there. Sarah, good work. What else? I think that's it. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun tonight, and I will see you very soon.